allows your heart to open up to him more and more, because you begin to see that he can relate with you, that he doesn't shame you for having feelings, for having emotions, for feeling pain or sorrow, and even things that you enjoy. So we just, with this, we just want to show you the humanity of God, so that you can see that there isn't anything wrong with your humanity. There's nothing wrong with your pain, or your hurt, or your feelings that you might be feeling. And on top of that, Jesus felt pain. Jesus experienced feelings. He had friends. He had emotions. He experienced joy. And he invites us into the same experience.
So we're made in his image. We're made to feel deeply, good and bad. And I think that's one of the things that Jesus coming to earth, being born to a woman, crying, just all of the things that he experienced, shows us that having emotions, even ones that are considered negative, actually isn't a bad thing. It's not a sin. It's not wrong. Now, what do you do with them?
Yeah, and I love this reality that God made us in his image. So there's something about humanity that is deeply connected to the heart of God, because we're made toward him. We're not this other than thing that he made. We're the most like him created being. This is why Satan is so, it like hates us so much, you know?
Yeah, we got what he wanted. I've heard Chris Vallotton say we're actually like, Satan wasn't put on earth to torment us. We're put on the earth to torment Satan, because every time he sees us, he sees
God.
Yeah, he sees God and what he wants. So that kind of puts that in a different perspective, doesn't it?
Yeah, so we are going to bring down God was king and he had everything, and he stepped down into our world. So we're just showing you that while he is sovereign and king, he steps down on your level, and he can relate with you. He can connect with you. And we want you to get connected to the brother heart of God.
Yeah, so just like to point out a couple of places where you can see in Jesus' humanity, like in the scripture, if you think about it, it's really crazy. Jesus actually wept. It's everyone's favorite verse to memorize, but he cried when Lazarus died. Now, like he knew he was going to raise him from the dead, right? But he had a connection, and he had real feelings, and sadness and sorrow and pain and grieving, and those things aren't a bad thing. So I think in a way, this understanding of Jesus as a human brings, like, just, it can cause you to shed a lot of shame. Mm-hmm. Just think of you see Jesus on the cross. He got cut open. I think that also shows that he probably fell and scraped his knee, maybe broke a bone at one point. He experienced everything like we did, and so often we can really think, I'm sick, so I must be in sin, or whatever it may be. But these things bring shame, and they get us stuck, right? And they even put up walls towards God, because we feel afraid of what he would think, or
and even it affects how we do, like, for instance, I'm thinking spiritual warfare. So if you are trying to get free from something, we've both been there. We see this in all kinds of Christians, because you've developed this almost over spiritual relationship with God, where he can't actually connect with your humanity, and humanity, like, is
Is something that,
like
that you
flesh,
should purge yourself from.
yeah, then
You should
flesh,
purge yourself from.
yeah, then and that actually